Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker, to make a statement of intent. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. We're up and running then. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
And back to the goalkeeper. Not the most accurate pass. That's been cut out, well played. Now, can they get him away? Now, the ball's gone astray.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Atalanta getting forward at times, but achieving little of substance. And this is Batistuta! He's trying to hit the front line here. Fiore looking for options for movement. It's Rui Costa! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Batistuta, Seedorf, shot could be on. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Thuram. So we're still where we started, right? Oh, terrible pass. Thuram stood his ground strong. Thuram! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that...
Can he finish? And the keeper couldn't hold it. In he goes again! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. Zielinski duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Pavard.
Atalanta are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's looking wide. Fiore. Couldn't squeeze it through. Rafael Leao. Seedorf makes the interception. Fiore, and it's been played through. Batistuta hangs in a cross, and the keeper gets his hands on it. Rijkaard. Inter Milan are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top. And Martinez! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Martinez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
He's having a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
DiMarco. 5 minutes till the break. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's shifting through the gears here. Threads one in, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Batistuta tries. It's a goal! Oh, but the flag's up.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, the way he sheepishly looked across.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Pavard. Ramani.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Oh no, this does not... Shot a goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Nicked it back promptly. Little doubt, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. And we've reached half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So, into the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal them.
Roberto Baggio! That's another chance! And it's there! It is an explosive start to the second half. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
There's a sharp little ball here, and he's managed... There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bastoni. Modric. And here's Thuram. That's a little off target. Rui Costa. Seedorf. Oh, they can break here. Cafu. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Modric. Lovely, now then. Rafael Leao showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Rui Costa is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fiore. He's having a pop! Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Atalanta are level! He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough.
Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao is onto this. Well, what about it? Atalanta have dragged it back at the last. Batistuta. Oh, that's a very decent ball. Goes for a shot! Modric. Zielinski. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is lovely. Spread to the right. It's a promising position. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's DiMarco.
Martinez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Thuram. Now that looks a decent ball. Pavard looking for the run. He's got away, and the shot! Seedorf with the clearance. Modric.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Decent chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Inter Milan look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that will be the final act. Atalanta perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing.
Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker, to make a statement of intent. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'm going to pick out Yuto Nagatomo.
Roberto Baggio! Can he get it through? Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Good chance here! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Atalanta with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And here's Rui Costa. Rui Costa! Milan have the chance to go the other way. He leaps for it. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cannavaro. And it's Zanetti. This is a promising build-up. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to pass it through. Spread out to the left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Nagatomo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pulisic. Zanetti. Platini. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And it's Baggio. That's going across goal. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Rafael Leao. No goals as yet. Platini plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Rui Costa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Baggio. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now, can they get him away? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Pulisic. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Seedorf. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rui Costa is always looking to play quality balls. Looking to play him in. Baggio was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Fiore. That's a sharp pass. Fiore. A probing pass. Oh, that's a key interception. And he's intervened well there. Now he's off and running. Rui Costa, and he's worked it through. Chance for a shot! That's another chance! And he's done it!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Atalanta are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So, into the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. No way through there. Milan are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front. I'm sure there's a trigger to this, whether it's someone opening up the passing lanes or making a move into the box.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. This their second corner of the game. Gets his head on it! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Atalanta are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Fiore.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
A header! No, just not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Nagatomo. And Zanetti. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. Akanji. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. It's Rui Costa. That is a great pick out. Roberto Baggio! Pull it. The ball is loose and Batistuta!
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18.
So, third quarter of the game.
Numero 17. Lasciano il campo per il numero 7, il numero 14, il numero 10. Schneider.
Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's well spotted. Seedorf. Looking for a runner. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Zanetti. Platini. And that has been cleared. That has been cut short. Played into space. Akanji cuts out the pass. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. A lovely pass, but can he get there? Pulls it back. There's the header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Zielinski is offering a right smile there.
Fiore. Well, that is a good challenge from him. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Rui Costa.
Oh, really well played.
And here's Batistuta. Now there's a fine ball. Chance! Oh, this looks sharp. That's an imaginative pass. Caught offside that time. Seedorf. And this is Batistuta. Threads one in.
Atalanta are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. So we have movement on both benches. Nakata getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
It's a good-looking... Oh, great leap! Nakata! And it's hit the woodwork again! And he's there to belt it away. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Schneider. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Manuel. Nagatomo. He can run onto that. He's found the way through. Bullish header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Can he get on the end of this? Nakata. Now it's Batistuta. Cleared away. Zielinski. Schneider. He has found the way through.
That was lovely, that.
It's Vieri! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
And that is the final whistle. Atalanta have done it. The perfect outcome in this most...
Hello everyone, and welcome to
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Batistuta. Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. Pele.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ronaldinho. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
He's picked his way through. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, good effort! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Batistuta. Applies the finish! No, he's missed it.
Barcelona really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Nicely shaped ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale. Now it's Bale. Now it's Pele. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Oh, Cantona! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pele, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Driving forward, and that has left him in a heap. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Bale. Cantona. Seedorf.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Cannavaro does really well there. He is strong. And it's Vieira.
Jamaica definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Passes short and sharp. Great vision. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, well measured. And this is Ibrahimovic. Messi. Barcelona could counter here. Spread it left. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Seedorf. Chance here to counter. It's played through for him. Baggio finds himself offside. And here's Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Now it's Cantona. Batistuta receives it in a good position here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That has ended up in no man's land. Pele. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bale. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pele. Great chance! Mbappe! Irrepressible!
Well, who saw that coming? I honestly thought, Peter, that we had nothing to do apart from just counting the clock down as we approached half-time. It was majestic.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but...
And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 9, Gabriel Batistuta.
So we're off again.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Number 24.
Howson too strong for his opponent there. Nagatomo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Some resolute defending there. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Gerrard. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Roberto Baggio! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Roberto Baggio clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Jamaica has the chance to go the other way. Seedorf is there and he can pick it up. Looking to play him in. Howson kept his eye on it and he's there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Drogba! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution for Jamaica, number 19.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Coming on the field, number 13.
Kubo,
Vinicius Jr.
Drogba, Roberto Baggio. It's Baggio! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Barcelona.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager.
Rui Costa! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Vinicius Junior is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, that's well spotted. Turan. Looking for options for move. It's Rui Costa! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Goal scorer for Barcelona.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona now in a position far more desirable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Substitution for Jamaica, number 15.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Tries to pass it through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Kubo. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Turan makes a move down the right. Oh, there's the clearance. And that's been won straight back. And it's Luis Suarez. Drogba. Can he spark a counter here? Nicely worked. Vieira. Costa. And this is Mohamed Salah. Salah plays it in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Rui Costa is the team's great visionary.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mohamed Salah. He's a sharp little ball here. In with the challenge. Rui Costa. He won't be happy with that one. Vinicius Junior. Now that looks a decent ball. Kubo. Now it's Kubo. Kubo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gets a good foot in there. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that's fabulous. Costa! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up.
Added minutes have been indicated.
It's a goal kick. And it's Luis Suarez. It's a pretty loose pass. But they've got it again. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Azar. And that's that. Barcelona have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
And that's the keeper's ball. And it's Michel Platini. No, that's been intercepted. Roberto Baggio. That's an imaginative pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Michel Platini. Platini! Now, can they get him away? Now the delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Messi. Messi! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he's been shifted off it. And he's managed to get free. Baggio cross gets his head on it! Now, who's going to be first to this? And for a moment, time stood still. He's in a great position here. Caught offside that time.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Looking for options for movement. That is lovely. Now, this could be a chance. Platini puts them all in.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Tries one from range. Brilliant from Cantona. A finish right from the top draw. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break...
Great chance! Goal! Poland! Into the lead once more. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Poland have their lead. Ronaldinho. Can he get on the end of this? He's being urged to shoot. And the finish! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Oh, I think there's been a greater menace.
He's going for goal! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Roberto Carlos. Nicely spread. Messi tries to cross. Towering header! No, not the best of headers. Real chance! It's a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Cafu. Oh no, what has happened here? Lovely feet. Oh, it's Gerrard! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Gerrard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And no, that was never going to make it. Pass is just off target. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Roberto Baggio. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Messi. Crosses it in. Cantona. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he spark a counter here? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Pelé. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Messi. And that's a good finish. And with that, he takes home the match ball.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
And that is indeed the final act. Barcelona are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. So we reach the halfway point.
I think it shows you the danger of not killing off the game when you've got the opportunity. It might be level on paper, Peter, but we know who has the momentum now to go on and win this.
Well, few would have predicted a scoreline like this. After all of that, we are still level at the break somehow.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 10, Lionel Messi.
So it's back to
number
business.
22, Roberto Baggio.
And it's
Coming
Kubo.
on the field.
Oh, facing
Number
up to his
20,
adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Number 15.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Roberto Carlos. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, delightful ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Cafu is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus. Now it's Ronaldinho. That's very neat. There's a sharp little ball here. Referee's given a throw. That has not gone well. Rui Costa.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Ronaldinho, and the shot! Goal! Poland! And they're back in front! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Poland with the lead. Ronaldinho, a player who needs no introduction. Now then, the ball's come loose. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Pelé, Messi, Cantona, Rui Costa. Now it's Batistuta. Vieira proves too strong. Looking for the run, and this is Messi. Now it's Pelé. That is good alertness. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention.
Messi! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Time for a change in personnel. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Distributed tidily. He's found a way past. Kubo's cross. Chance! And there's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And in a trice, shapes to shoot! Another one of football's and how moments.
Drogba fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Mateus. Pelé. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's been slipped through. He's cut it out.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Could move up a gear here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Into the last 5 minutes. Now it's Kubo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's Drogba! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution for Poland, number 21.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Number 13. Number 7, Michel Platini. Number 24.
Impressive jump. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Oh, that has got to be it. This has to be it.
Full score for Barcelona.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Have been indicated.
Barcelona found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Raul. A probing pass. Oh, well measured. Fallen! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And time is up. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might have beens.